Are you aware of how prevalent chronic fatigue syndrome is in America today? Recent reports from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, have shed light on the surprisingly high number of Americans suffering from this debilitating condition. Astonishingly, over 3 million people in the U.S. are grappling with chronic fatigue syndrome, a condition that has often been overlooked by healthcare providers. This new finding underscores the reality that chronic fatigue syndrome is more common than we previously thought. In fact, the CDC believes that their current estimates may be undercounting the true prevalence of the disease. This undercounting could be due to a lack of understanding of the condition, low diagnosis rates, or the stigma associated with chronic fatigue syndrome. Chronic fatigue syndrome is not just about being tired. It's a serious condition that can severely impact a person's life. It's associated with persistent, debilitating fatigue that isn't relieved by rest, along with other symptoms like pain, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating. Understanding the reality of this condition is the first step towards addressing it effectively. But what exactly is chronic fatigue syndrome? Let's dive deeper into that. Chronic fatigue syndrome, often abbreviated as CFS, is a complex medical condition characterized by profound fatigue that persists for more than 6 months. This is not your average tiredness that a good night's sleep can cure. No, this is a persistent, debilitating exhaustion that is not alleviated by rest or sleep. But the fatigue is not the only symptom. People with CFS often experience other symptoms that can interfere with their daily lives. These may include persistent pain, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating. Think about having to live your life, day in and day out, with these symptoms. It can be quite debilitating, leading to significant impairments in performing simple daily tasks, let alone the more complex ones. So, in essence, chronic fatigue syndrome is a severe, long-term illness that affects many body systems. It's not just about feeling tired. It's about dealing with a constellation of symptoms that can turn everyday life into a constant struggle. It's clear that this is not a condition to be taken lightly. So, who is most affected by chronic fatigue syndrome, you might ask? Well, it's a condition that doesn't discriminate, but some groups are more susceptible than others. Women, for instance, are more likely to experience this debilitating disease than men. Age also plays a significant role, with older adults being more susceptible to chronic fatigue syndrome. This could be due to various factors, such as the body's natural aging process or the cumulative effect of stressors over time. When we look at ethnicity, non-Hispanic white individuals show the highest rates of the disease. But it doesn't stop there. Non-Hispanic Black individuals, Hispanic individuals, and Asian individuals are also significantly affected. Socioeconomic factors can't be overlooked either. Individuals with lower family income and those living in rural areas are associated with higher rates of chronic fatigue syndrome. This could be due to a lack of access to quality healthcare, or the additional stress and fatigue caused by financial strain and geographical isolation. So, as you can see, chronic fatigue syndrome affects a diverse range of individuals. It's crucial that everyone, regardless of their background, is aware of this condition and its potential impact. Why is it so important to diagnose chronic fatigue syndrome early? Well, let's delve into this. Chronic fatigue syndrome, or CFS for short, is a condition that can significantly impact a person's quality of life. This is not just about feeling tired. It's about dealing with severe fatigue that lasts more than 6 months and is not relieved by rest or sleep. Now, imagine living with this condition undiagnosed. It can lead to serious complications. Untreated cases of CFS can result in heart failure, a condition which can be life-threatening. It can also lead to severe mental health issues, such as depression, which in turn can result in suicide. In some cases, it can even lead to cancer. That's why early diagnosis is crucial. But it's not just about diagnosing CFS early, it's also about improving healthcare provider awareness and understanding of the disease. Often, CFS is overlooked by healthcare providers, leading to delayed or missed diagnoses. This needs to change. Healthcare providers need to be more aware of CFS and its symptoms, so they can identify it early and start treatment as soon as possible. Remember, chronic fatigue syndrome is more than just being tired. It's a serious condition that needs our attention.